Hey guys, this is Theater Girl 1018. Again with sorry for any bad video quality because this is how I record my vlogs from my computer's webcam. Straight onto YouTube because it's just easier that way. But sometimes it doesn't come out the best quality. So I am here today to talk about the Sea of Monsters movie. Oh. Yeah, I went to go see it yesterday. It was so horrible. Well, it wasn't terribly horrible. I mean, it was okay, but definitely not as bad as Lightning Thief, I don't think. But then again, I haven't read the book in 4 years, so, but pretty bad. Yeah. So, by the way, I think I should keep him with me. This is Percy. I got him when I was reading Mark of Athena in December. I got him at Five Below, and I was reading Mark of Athena, and so I just finished Son of Neptune. And I had seen this, and I'm like, oh, well, Percy has a kind of pillow pet, so me and my best friend bought these, and we named them Percy. So, this being a video about Sea of Monsters, I guess I'll keep Percy with me. Say hello. He's my cuddle buddy to sleep, and when I'm having feels. So, I use Percy when I hold Percy when I'm sleeping, and whenever I'm having extreme feels, I just go for Percy. It's really great cuddle buddy. So, where do I begin with the Sea of Monsters movie? I don't even know. I mean, I might be wrong about some things that I'm complaining about, but because again, I haven't read the book in 4 years, and I might be wrong about some things I'm not complaining about. So you can leave a comment below if I make any mistakes. Because again, I read the book in like 6th grade, and I'm gonna be a sophomore. It's been a long time. But from hearing things from other people reviewing it, and from watching the movie itself, a lot of things were coming back to me. Alright, the first thing that we need to talk about. Tyson doesn't just waltz into camp, okay? Percy meets Tyson the same way he meets Grover. He thinks he meets Tyson at school. Well, he's at school, just the same way he met Grover, and because of the mist, he doesn't know that Tyson is a Cyclops, and he finds out later that Tyson is his half-brother. So, it's kind of, and this one, Tyson just waltzes into camp. Also, can we talk about Annabeth? Well, at least they got Tyson right, though. They kept Tyson goopy and silly, but I think maybe even a little sillier, or a little goopier, a little bit dumber. Because Tyson is really supposed to be. If you go back to Son of Neptune, when Tyson's like sees Percy and he's like, I like it, brother, you are not dead. I like it when you are not dead. That's Tyson, like really, really dumb. Okay, but that's why we love Tyson. I think they did a pretty good job with Tyson, making him silly and goofy, but I think they tried to make him too human. Like, I get that it's a human actor playing Tyson, obviously, but they could have done more. I guess the actor himself could have done more. But Tyson is not human. And I feel like they didn't really do a good job of making Tyson not human. He seemed just like a dumb human. And Tyson is supposed to be like this really... And also Tyson's like, I mean, they could have used forced perspective to make him seem like a little bit bigger. Like, Tyson's supposed to be pretty big. And why was Annabeth such a bitch? So basically the characters just in general they didn't really do a good job with the characters. Like, did you know Annabeth was a bitch? Because apparently in this director's eyes, Annabeth is a bitch. Because Annabeth was honestly, I'm going to be completely honest here from the beginning, even with the blonde hair now, I just don't like Alexandra Daddario as Annabeth. I mean, I don't like the way she plays Annabeth, and that's just not really how Alexandra Daddario is really not how I see Annabeth. She just doesn't work for me as Annabeth, but maybe that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think about it. But I really didn't like what they did with Annabeth in this movie. And another thing with Percy was just so... ugh. I didn't even like Percy in this movie. It was just nothing that Percy was. And what was with the whole thing? I don't remember if this is actually in the book, but why was Percy all depressed in the beginning? Like, what the hell? Since when is Percy, like, this depressed, sad sack in need of serious mental help? Because that's not trying to be insensitive or anything, but I mean, like, it was really bad. And, like, another thing that what was with this Talia nonsense? Like, there's an H in there. It's either Thalia or Thalia. Like, I say Thalia really mostly. I could even say like Talia, because it's a degree of punishment for Talia. Like, there's an H in there, okay? That was pissing me off. Another thing, like, they changed the actor for Chiron. The camp still sucks. The Camp Half-Blood is supposed to feel like a family, like a camp. Camp Half-Blood is supposed to be warmer. Like, the way they designed Camp Half-Blood in the movies, it looks like the friggin' Roman camp. It's just like a war zone. And they're still not wearing their Camp Half-Blood t-shirts. But that's just little things, again, maybe just me, but... And mist is not a friggin' perfume. I don't even get it in this book. And they had a whole scene where Tyson was talking about, oh yeah, I saw this group of Boy Scouts, and I smiled at them, but they ran screaming. But they wouldn't have seen him as a Cyclops. They would have seen him as a regular guy, because the mist is just there. It's not a friggin' perfume that you have to spray on yourself. I just really don't get it, like... And do you remember Annabeth dying? Because now that my friend said it to me, I do vaguely remember something with Annabeth, like, getting hurt, but she never dies fully. Okay? What was with that? When the Golden Fleece wasn't working and Annabeth was dying, and then Annabeth died, I was about to kill someone. I was sitting in my seat, like, the day before I went to go see that movie, I had just finished Delirium, and I went through enough OTP heartbreak there, but, it was bad enough, and now Percy about my OTP, and they're just, like, about to kill Annabeth in the movie, and not only that was pissing me off because it hurt, but it was also pissing me off because obviously that does not happen in the books. And Tyson, them thinking Tyson was dead, I don't think that was happening. And they left so much out, because what about Percy getting turned into a guinea pig? I wanted to see Cersei Spa, and guinea pig Percy, and Raina, okay, because Raina was there. And, plus, it's just like, no, because it's the freaking city of monsters, and other than the monsters on the cruise ship and the Cyclops, there was one monster. Then I know that monster comes in the book, I think so, but I don't remember them getting swallowed by Charivitis. And it's like, oh, it was just bad. It was just bad. I sat like half of the movie, I just had my head in my hands, and I was shaking my head. It was, it was bad. I don't even know. Other things that were wrong. Oh yeah, Cronus coming back as like this huge monster thing. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they used the Golden Fleece to put it over Cronus' coffin, start to awaken him, but he needs time to awaken, and he doesn't have a body to come back in. He has to come back in Luke. When Cronus first comes back, he comes back as Luke, and he doesn't come back as Luke until like book 4, if I remember correctly. Book 4, okay? Like, not book 2, when he comes back, he doesn't come back as an actual monster Cronus thing until the end of the 5th book, in the Battle of Manhattan. So why would you end swallowing Grover and Luke? And like, he looked like Hades from the first one. Okay, like Kingdom Keepers with Chernabog. Cronus needs to be like awoken and then be given time to awaken after they like revive his soul. So and why was Selena there on the ship being a traitor? You do not find out that Selena is a traitor until the end of the 5th book when she's dying and apologizing for being a traitor. The rest of the time you think she's good, and she actually is good. She just makes a mistake, and because as she's dying, she apologizes for being a traitor, and that's when you find out she was a traitor. You never find it out. So when Annabeth was like Selena Beauregard, I'm just like, what? What? It was just, oh, everything about it. Oh, why? Why? There's no Cersei's amusement park. And, yeah, and they left so much out. So many funny things. And, again, I don't remember, but this might be Titan's Curse, but wasn't there something where, like, they went to, like, a donut shop or something? Like, why? I do not think, if I remember correctly, I don't think the thing with Hermes happens. I might be wrong. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think the whole thing with Hermes happens. It might. And I do not remember them meeting up with Clarice. Again, they might, but I don't know. But I don't remember that in the book, because most of the time when I was seeing things in the book, in the movie, that I knew that did happen in the book, it was triggering my memory, and I'm like, oh yeah, that happened, but them meeting up with Clarice and getting swallowed, that did not trigger any memory, so I'm assuming it didn't happen. Okay? And obviously we know that the women in the car were the Fates, because they shared an eye, and I know that from the book and Greek mythology, and they could tell the future, but why did you not say that they were the Fates? They're just like, oh, the creepy eye ladies. They're called the Fates. It's just like, I remember my mom hasn't read the book, and I went to go see it with my mom, and she was just sitting there the whole movie asking me questions, because you're not going to understand it. It was so hard to follow. One thing I did like some of the jokes were funny. I liked that Hermes was shipping Percabeth. The Percabeth, even though Percy and Annabeth were bad, the Percabeth was cute. Although the funny thing about that is that, you know what? There is no Percabeth stuff in that book yet. As much as I loved it, but in that book there's not supposed to be Percabeth stuff yet. You know why? They're friggin' 13. Okay? There's not gonna be any Percabeth stuff when they're 13. And oh, friggin' prophecy. Oh, shall reach 20 against all odds. But that's something they had to do because they already screwed up the age when they cast Percy and Annabeth in the first one. Alright. A child of the eldest god shall reach 16 against all odds and see the world in endless sleep. A hero's soul cursed blade shall reap. And I don't remember the rest. But something Olympus to preserve. At least they got Olympus to preserve a raise, right? Thalia's tree, they kept that correct. I was happy about that. At least they did that right. When they put the golden fleece over Thalia's tree and nothing happened, and then I was just about to kill, and then they just go on to more scenes. I'm about to kill someone because I'm like, if they don't put in Thalia coming back, it was bad. It was really bad. I don't even know. The golden fleece wasn't even gold. What the hell? It was like this white thing with little gold designs on it. It's called the golden fleece for a reason. Are you kidding me? Again, little things, but oh, and nectar. You can't in the books. Nectar is not like some pleasure drink. Nectar is something you use to heal yourself emotionally or physically when you really need it, and you only use a little bit of it when you're in desperate need of it, because otherwise you'll like burn. But here they're just drinking nectar like it's freaking Coca-Cola. I'm not happy. I don't know what else to say about this movie. I'm sure there's more that I could say, but Sally wasn't in it, and I mean, I don't even know what to say, because it was just bad. It was bad, okay? That's really it. It was bad. That's really all I can say about it. Oh wait, yeah, no, they did meet up with Clarice, because that's right, they were Civil War ghosts, not zombies. Why would you have zombies? I'm just gonna stop talking about this, because it was bad. It was, So, yeah. And that's it. Like I said, I finished Delirium recently. That caused me a lot of pain. A lot of pain. Other update, I've recently fallen in love with the musical Bonnie and Clyde and become very fascinated with the story of the real Bonnie and Clyde. So, yeah, that's my life right now. I saw Despicable Me 2 today. That's it. Okay.